Going to tackle some stuff back here today. A bunch of cables. This one was extension cord, which is looped all the way across here. Over, down. So pulled that out of the way. There's a crawl space back there, the boiler, and this was a really nice surprise. If you can read that, this is ancient fire stop. I don't want to touch it because it has carbon tetrachloride in it. Super toxic.
Doing some research, we found out that these fire grenades were designed so that you could throw them at a fire, or it could have a bracket like this one. This one was installed right near the furnace, and so the idea was if the furnace caught on fire, it would cause the bracket to melt, come apart, break, and then the glass orb would fall, shatter, and hopefully put your fire out. So this is what they had before sprinkler systems. Unfortunately, the stuff inside is very toxic, and if it gets into a fire, it makes a dangerous gas, which apparently they used in World War I.
I'll be taking down all these makeshift cabinets. Great idea for reuse, but this is right in front of the door. I've already taken off the fluorescent, and this cabinet is in the way of where we have to move this because of the sink. This has to be unobstructed, and this is another fun thing, an old softener. We don't know if it works, but we're probably gonna have to pull this out. So we'll get all this cleaned up today. Here we go. Always fun surprises. Open this up, and I have no idea how they drove these square bits in. They look up at a pretty steep angle, so that's gonna be fun to get out. It's down. Didn't have my wife's help today, so I had to dismount the doors to lighten this up to make sure it wasn't gonna fall on me. But just look at these bolts. You could hang a deck with these things. But something cool, these panels, this is actually an upside down cabinet that they mounted. All of these things have some spacers, but these are obviously from the inside of this cabinet, which was an old radio console. So I'll have to get this down too, but gotta admire the reuse.